embrace they came, a band of heroes bold, stand the hunter Vasily fair, with tales of glory told. Osric with his mighty blade, Frostbite of demonic hue, and silver half of merchant king, their journey did ensue. Silver trades and secrets hold the smile upon her face, while Osric swings his fearsome sword in battle's fierce embrace. Through Raven's land they wander in search of ancient stones, to free the land from darkness where evil's a terror roams. With courage as their banner and hearts forever true, they seek the light within the night, their quest for me and you. Stern the hunter tracks the beast with arrows swift and sure. Vasila sings of battles past, her voice a magic cure.
Howdy, friends and floorheads. What an episode 45 we had. Trapped inside this ruined library inside of Eye of the Rose. We found Master Anselm and some orc friends who are now dead. Now
one of them's just asleep.
That's true. One of them's just asleep. We've decided we want to get audience with Empress Soria in hopes that she wants the sword out of the hands of her husband, Roka, the first and the greatest. And that maybe that's our best chance of getting our hands on the Malagorn sword and Viridia, which is the third stone. And we also were told by Master Anselm, that he thinks he knows where the crown is. And it's believed that the crown holds the last three stones. Reuniting them in the Stanagist crown would probably be our best bet against Zytera in his current form. When I left you guys, and I don't know if it's changed, the idea was we're going to smuggle Vasila in the food cart that's going to be brought over for breakfast. And then Vasila was going to try to talk, hopefully isolate Soria, and then talk the Empress into helping her. I think the first thing I want to do is, has the plan changed? Okay.
That's the plan.
It's
a good
close
plan.
to a plan
Strong
as we have.
plan.
I think technically Vasila is going to smuggle herself in the food cart. We're not going anywhere near the place.
That's true. That's true. The other thing I want to take a close look at Vasila's inventory. Like because Vasila is going to be isolated here. I want to make sure we know what she is bringing and what she is not.
So I've given the book away.
Okay.
I'm going to keep the flute and acorn, and I would like to take the clasp.
Yeah, I think that makes good sense.
Mhm.
I think
Currently has class.
Osric currently has the class.
Okay. So let's move that over.
I sure don't want the rod because I need those stats.
You don't need anything to make it worse.
Yeah, it's probably not great for you.
Well, like, I feel like there could be an opportunity to send an earthquake, but
All right. So clasp now is in Vasila's hands. You're at 6 of 6 for encumbrance. Anything else we want to drop or pick up?
I do not need bandages.
Yeah, if you need them, it is going to be too late.
nor sling or arrows. I think I'm not going to be fighting. I'm not going to be throwing sling bullets at people. I don't think.
All right, I'm going to move your sling over to.
I can take Vasila's stuff.
I popped it over to Sten.
Okay.
You want to take those bandages?
Yeah, just want to give myself some room in case I need to pick up things.
Yeah. And then bandages over to Silva. Oh, look at you at 5 of 6 now.
The arrows are the other bit. That's taking
Oh,
up one
yes,
of my
arrows.
So if I drop that, that should be down to 4 to 6.
Oh.
All right, so you dropped your
Yeah, I
arrows
just set it
down.
to 0. My die to 0 and it auto.
Yep, and then we'll put I've got 12 arrows set for Silva.
Now I do have some lock picks, dear. If you think those might come in handy, just in case you come into a locked door.
I mean, no, can't hurt to have them in case.
Do you know how to pick a lock?
I mean, Mother Dearest might have kept her cookies safe, she thought.
Do you have one in sleight of hand?
I apologize. I didn't mean to assume anything.
Oh, I mean, you know that I have my ways.
All right, lock picks are moved over and they're in your quote unquote backpack.
No, right.
Sten, as you're kind of looking, keeping your eyes on the different entrances and windows and broken walls, business at the eye seems to be going as normal. We have orcs in full leather armor, shields, scimitar swords, and all kinds of shiny things sewn into their clothing, into their hair, gaudy necklaces and jeweled bracelets. And nobody seems to be paying attention to the library. Now, we do have a bit of a timer, according to Master, and that is that there should be a shift change happening in the second quarter day. And they would expect to see more orcs standing in the library than there currently are.
Not to mention the Master Ransom himself.
Exactly.
So there was not a lot of cover, I think you said, between where we are. So I think I'm just going to make like a dead ass run for it. So I'm going to wait for Sten to give me the, like, assuming he's got like the guards figured out, you know, like he's the one that's been looking out there. I'm going to wait till Sten's like, go.
Go now.
And then I'm going to go.
Then I'm gonna go.
Then I'm going to do this new thing.
Question for you. You're the same in both. So it sounds more like a move than a stealth roll. Is that fair?
I think so, because there's no cover, so I don't know where like stealth would be functional. Because there's not in my imagining of how it's been described, there's no place to hide.
In case it comes up, is there anything where there's like a bunch of, I don't know, precariously stacked barrels or something that I could like shoot an arrow in to knock something over somewhere else to like cause a momentary distraction if I need to?
For sure. Definitely. Yeah. This is the ruins are ruined. And orcs don't keep a completely organized house. So things are stacked to different places. So yeah, there would be opportunities for you to potentially pop a stack of barrels and cause some noise there. I feel like I want a scouting roll from Sten and then a +1 for every success on the move roll for Vasilla.
That seems reasonable.
And +1, I mean, add a skill die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have anything here that's going to modify that. So let's see how we do. That is a bane on wits.
Lots of movement.
Did you refresh my stats? Because I was down. And now I'm showing all my stats back at maximum.
I believe, we rested before the fight.
Yeah, well, and then you said we weren't sleepy, but we couldn't recover. So I'm gonna put my
I'm not
damage
sure what happened
back.
there.
All right, and then I'm gonna roll that again if you don't mind.
Show you taking a rest at some point. 4 minutes ago, actually.
I didn't hit that button.
All set. No big deal.
Okay, cool. All right, let's try that again. Fewer dice, maybe better luck. Slightly better luck.
So, Vasilla, you're waiting for the go. You're keeping an eye out, too. It's, I would say, maybe 15 yards, 20 yards. It's going to be a bit of a mad dash. The door to the galley and the mess is wide open. Let's do a move roll and add +1 skill dice.
Okay, baby. Move +1 skill die. Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. So the first success will get you across without being seen. I think the second success is we can get you inside of the mess hidden.
Okay.
What's the go word, Sten?
I think it's just go. Sten is not super.
It's trapdoor spider. Trapdoor spider.
Watching the orcs up above on the wall in the courtyard, a group leaves the mess. Sten says go. Vasilla, you sprint fast across the space. You get to the mess. As soon as you come into it, you see a large room, similarly ruined like the library. This entire castle is just falling to pieces. Long wooden tables, long benches. Where do we go?
So there was a cart that was going to be taken up, right? So my plan was to get into the cart, like there was like a space underneath that I could like fit in, right?
You, from where you are, you can see into the kitchen galley, and you can see what is likely the cart. And luckily, apparently, the Empress and the First and the Greatest are fancy, so they have a cloth that's covering the cart. Convenient. But there's also a very, very large orc in the kitchen and slamming things down. He seems very, very frustrated as he's kind of starting to load up this cart.
Okay. I am going to. So he's like the only dude in here, right? This orc that's like frustrated. So getting into this cart, all right, I think I'm going to try to move up to this cart stealthily, wait for my time for him to like forget the thing, grab stuff, whatever. Like, give me the moment I can get there, and then I'm going to just zip right in there as best I can. So I'm going to get close. Go.
Yeah, you're waiting for the right time, right? And he's self-distracted. So +1 skill die. Let's do a quick stealth roll so you can find the right moment to kind of get under that cart.
We're going to try that again.
So he turns his back. And what do you do?
So I think I just get to the cart and get down, like quick motions to the cart, get down, and then just up and under, like under the sheet, and hopefully there's space. And if there's not, then I will just roll up underneath the wheels. Like I don't know if there's like a shelves, you know.
There's
I
a
don't know
shelf. Yeah, so you
Yeah,
can
so
get
I'm
right on the shelf, and as you're under there, there's enough light coming through the cloth that you're not in total darkness. And I think you would prefer if this cart was either newer or better made. The back left wheel looks suspicious, and you hear one last above your head as something gets put on the cart, and then as the wheels start turning and you grab onto the inside of the cart, and that left back wheel is kind of causing it to kind of bump every time, and you're watching it just kind of wobble on its axle, and it's like, oh god, I would really, really like it if he had replaced the wheel. Cutting back to the library.
Well, she's in.
The old man says, What are you trying to do? This is very dangerous. We could just leave.
We are trying to keep that stone out of the hands of the orcs, or the elves for that matter.
And if I'm right on where the crown is that where you'd go next?
Unfortunately, yes.
And he kind of looks at Osric and he goes, "Are you going to face the Terra?"
We will if we have to.
He looks skeptical and concerned. And he stands up, walks over towards the door. He doesn't have to stay quite as hidden as the three of you do. He's supposed to be in here. He peeks out and he sees the cart getting pushed by the mess chef. I hope she's in there. If not, it's too late.
I'm sure she is.
The lass is resourceful.
And then he goes, "Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Ranga's coming. Oh gosh. He can't
Coming-
see you.
Coming here?
Yeah, no, Ranga's coming.
Get down in the hole. Everybody get down in the hole now.
Understood.
And to be clear, because the names, of course, are always very similar, this is not Hroka. It's Ranga,
Yes.
who
It's his
don't know who
cousin.
that is yet.
Apparently,
Regardless,
orcs have.
I don't
H
want him
names.
here. Yes.
So it sounds like the three of you are going to now. We've moved the body down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know we moved the.
We moved the dead one, and we had said we were going to move the tie up the unconscious one. And,
The,
move him
he,
down as
and if I
well.
remember correctly, he's on the chair.
Yeah, I don't think we put him down the hole.
Oh,
Do
we're
we-
just leaving him there?
That,
I
well,
thought
we,
we were-
had not at that point put him down the hole. Are we?
Well,
putting
I
him down
don't
the
think
hole?
we have time now. So he just fell asleep on watch. We get in the hole.
Keeping him
Close.
tied up.
Close. Did we even tie him up? I thought we had talked about it, but we had talked about tying him up when we moved him.
I will lug him down the hole.
So okay,
All right.
Just bring him with us.
I can just see that I'm just standing there trying to have a very quiet argument.
Sten
Oh,
pulls the
help.
boards away, and we just see Osric just lift up this sleeping orc and just dump like it's taking the trash out to the street in the morning, and just boom, his body lands on the other dead bodies there at the bottom. And then it sounds like the three of you are jumping in.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would
guess
love to
making
stay
an
up here
effort to
hidden, but I feel like there might be a
rearrange
search. So.
floorboards.
Yep.
Yes, and we get things covered. There's a God. This seems like this courtyard is really a lot bigger than you remembered or thought it was, or maybe just time is really slow as you're inside of this cart. At some point, he stops. You haven't heard a door open or anything, and then he gets caught into a conversation with a couple other orcs. Again, a language you don't understand. And then the cart starts moving again, and the left wheel is bouncing. And you hear a large door open. And I think through the cart boards, just off to the right, you can see like going from dirt onto like a stone floor.
Mhm.
And it appears that you are now potentially inside the keep. Sten, Osric, and Silva, you hear somebody coming into the library. You can't see them. And something gets knocked over. And you hear Master Eslam going, I'm sorry.
Whoa. My plan, my assumption was he was coming down here with us. I don't want to leave him there and have him try and explain why the orcs are missing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if anybody else was but that's where I was in my brain.
Oh,
I said
I'm
everybody in the
sorry.
hole.
I'm sorry.
You
I
are
thought
part of everybody,
meant just the
apparently.
three of you.
He did mean everybody.
Okay, so the old man's down there. He's no. I need to no. They'll know I'm missing.
They'll know you're missing anyway. All the cards are gone.
A
Unless
very
you wanna
long
explain
drop.
that to him.
It
We'll
seems
help him
stuffy down
down.
there.
Don't worry, I'll catch you.
It will definitely be stuffy down there.
He's going to immediately report things.
Sure.
There's a reason he's the only human that.
And what do you think he'll do when you're up there and all of your guards are missing? What are you going to tell him?
Oh, okay. And he just gets completely overwhelmed.
Human.
And he goes down the hall. And he gets down there and goes, yes. So he's the only human that's been allowed to live here this long. And he
Interesting.
he has Sroka's ear too. He speaks in doubles. I don't trust a single word that he says, and he's the first one to call for the death if a human comes to the gates.
He doesn't have yellow eyes by any chance, does he?
What's that?
Doesn't have yellow eyes by any chance, does he?
No.
Okay.
I think they're kind of grayish.
Good.
That's fine.
You travel through a hallway. Another door opens. It wheels in. Again, conversation. This time it seems to be between our disgruntled chef, another orc with a very, very deep voice, seems to be a few words, and then a woman's voice. Sounds like the chef is walking away. Sounds like the door is shut. And two people are walking to the cart.
All right. I'm going to peek out a little bit if I can to see, but like a very tiny bit, as like, you know.
So kind of just lift the bottom up a little bit and count feet kind of thing.
Yeah.
Don't know who owns these feet, but you quickly realize probably a male and a female orc based off of the feet. They are barefoot. They get to the cart, taking stuff off of it, and seem to be walking to what appears to be a bed based on what you're peeking at. Again, you're only seeing just like at floor level. Sounds like they're getting back into bed. Not much conversation happening between the two.
Okay. All right. I'm going to start singing a song. It's going to be a song about bloody death and murder. That's going to like start off as like a like some kind of like fight between these two warriors over, I don't know, a kingdom far away for the rights to a kingdom. And I'm
You
going
cut
to
to a break 30 minutes into the session. Come on. Okay. You start singing.
and I'm going to come out of like when I
Yes,
start to sing.
yes.
Like I'm not just like hiding, no one's here.
Trying to think of what I want here. I think it comes down to what are we trying to accomplish here?
All right. So the goal here is to entrance them, and like when they question me, I'm going to tell them that I've been sent as a gift to the Empress Saria.
How do you feel about performance over manipulation?
I'm happy with performance.
I think
I
that's
think-
what we're doing here.
Because I want to like capture their attention.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Just so I don't get immediately murked is the play.
Yep.
So I'm intending to spend some willpower here for my Path of the Song trait, which would get me Path of Song. Let me publish. So that's the publish.
To any audience, you can even torment the listeners if you so choose. Rank 1, by spending willpower points and singing, you can draw the attention of everyone in near range to yourself for a few minutes. They stop what they're doing and any scouting rolls, blah, blah, blah. Which rank are you at?
I'm at a rank 1 of Path of the Song.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, that's Path of the Song, right? And Path of the Hymn is the heal. Yes.
Yep.
So I'm trying to just like spend a willpower here to like try to kind of make this performance stick. Is kind of my
Yeah.
plan.
And what I'm imagining, and you tell me if this sounds right, Vasila, is it's you're trying to like be so good that it causes them to pause, right? That they don't immediately like, oh, as first they're like,
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So what I want is I want them to like I'm the street performer that just starts doing a weird thing in the middle of the crowd, and like the crowd like forms a circle around you to like pay attention. Like, what is that going on? What's happening over there? And not like, oh, it's dangerous and murder right away. I'm like, ooh, is my plan.
All right, we're going to need a performance roll, but I want to cut back to the library first. You hear footprints come in. Master Anselm? You can understand him. Anselm? We can't hear you, Stan. Oh, okay.
I'm just staring at him
Okay.
doing this.
Okay. Just stupid Ophi's asleep. Anselm's not in here. Yeah, I'm gonna go to court. Blah! And sounds like he leaves.
Phew.
That felt easier than it could have been.
Performance roll, please.
All right, so I get a plus D12 from the clasp.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh.
On the other hand, that's all Vasila.
Also, Basila's very good at this.
That is all Vasila, not a single one from the artifact die. And that is 4 successes. How do we roll out? Do we step out? Do we start singing, then come out?
I think I start singing, and then I like push aside the curtain, and I like come up right like as the first blow, the first bloody blow to someone comes through, and I'm 100% have self-inserted or I've inserted Osric the like having slayed a elf. He's Osric the Elf Slayer in the song, and he's slain an elf by lopping off his head with his sharp, fierce axe, scarred for every kill that he's made. And like, he's going to get like straight up John Wick style, just like murdering an entire club of elves in this particular song.
What was the name that was given to Osric? It was an orc neck cleaver or something.
Like head
Cleaver of
or
orc
something.
necks, but
That's right.
Cleaver
Cleaver
of
of
orc-
orc
Yes,
necks.
Osric Cleaver of Elf Necks in this particular version.
Oh, okay. All right. So you come out. A lot of things happen all at once. You're kind of standing there, center stage, singing. You now can see a kind of a surprising canopy bed, much nicer than I think you would have expected. In fact, just a quick glance around the room. This is actually a beautifully decorated room with like paintings and fine linens on the bed. There is a really, really large orc who thankfully has a loincloth on, but nothing else, sitting on the bed. And next to him, equally surprising, because non-orcs typically don't use words like handsome and beautiful when describing orcs. And this orc woman makes you blink for a second. Is she orc? Yeah, she's orc. But she is, even you can recognize as a halfling, a beautiful woman. He immediately reaches for a sword that's next to the bed. But he's listening. And what starts off as a fast reach, instinctive reach, I am being surprised reach, slows down. And he wraps his hands around the hilt. And as he does, his face starts to change. The joy of your song starts to fade. And immediately the woman goes, "Ega!" and slaps him on the chest. He lets go of the sword. In a tongue you understand, she says, "Who are you?"
I will stop the song for just a moment and give her a curtsy and say, I am Vassie, sent to you as a gift from the halflings in the south, madame. And then
he looks real skeptical.
um,
Halflings from the south.
yes, ma'am.
How did you get in the cart? Who let you in? Who are you working with?
Well, I was sent first. I spoke to, I believe, called Ulet, perhaps.
Hear a grunt from the man.
But then there was a chef of some kind who had a cart, and it would be, at least in my home, is a great surprise and wondrous thing to be surprised at a meal. And so thought this would be a wonderful introduction. My apologies if it's not.
She hits him with the back of her hand onto his chest, and she seems to be scolding him. And she turns back to you and she goes, "You could have been an assassin."
I could, but I'm small. And
But we're far more exposed than we should be. It should not be this easy. Luckily, you're small. This is our sleep chambers. We don't negotiate treaties here.
oh, this isn't a treaty.
He seems to be wanting to reach for the sword again, and she's stopping him again.
Yeah. This isn't a treatise, ma'am. I'm not sent to be a negotiator. It is a gift.
For court. Are you a jester?
I've been known to tell some jokes.
Says something to him. I think you have enough empathy to know he does not like being talked to like this by her, specifically in front of anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You get a sense this is a very familiar exchange, but the fact that it has an audience, I think, is what's bothering him.
Yeah. So I will busy myself doing a different thing somewhere that's not directly in line of sight, like maybe fixing the meal or like fixing the plate for them, another plate or something
move.
like
You're serving them. Oh,
yes.
Good move. Good move, Vasilla. I like that. That saves a roll. I like that idea. He gets up. Puts on some pants and kind of a pullover shirt. again, nicer than you would have expected it to be. This would be something that maybe you would expect somebody pretty wealthy to have. Grabs the sword and he's leaving, and he's storming out.
I will try to give him the food. Like, Lord, do you not want your food?
And he's halfway to the door, and it's when he's like right near you, and he looks down and he goes, "You should not have made it in here. I need to collect some heads."
Sir, heads could be better collected on full stomach. That's what my mom always said.
Okay, I do need a manipulate roll here.
All right. Here we go.
Oh no. Boy, that's a lot of dice. I think I'm gonna make this opposed.
Well, you got to be mean, Craig.
It feels like
Well-
the actual rules.
Where is... There it is. The first and the greatest. I'm going to have against his insight. You had 2 successes?
Did
Well, you're gonna make him real cranky.
He grabs the plate of food out of your hands and doesn't go back to the bed. He kind of goes over to a table in the room, puts it down, and just starts eating with his hands, just shoving food into his mouth.
Got to be careful, Vass. He hasn't had his coffee yet.
right? The old bean juice. All right, I'm going to prepare a second plate and take it over to the Empress.
She takes it from you. She's sitting in the bed, kind of lying on her hip. And you place it on the bed in front of her.
I'm going to stand very close to her, and I'm going to say, "He seems angry this morning, ma'am. Is this always the way it shall be?"
I relaxed him this morning. He's in a better mood.
Mhm. Mhm. That sword seems like he's ready to chop my head off any moment.
You'll want to stay close to me. I won't let him hurt you.
Hmm.
You know more songs?
I do, of course. I will start singing a bawdy song about goofball, like falling over, like pies flying in people's faces, like silly, like raunchy, something less like murdery, but very upbeat and jovial.
He's listening, but he's trying to act like he's not listening. She is entranced and is thoroughly enjoying this. You even get a laugh or two out of her as you kind of do a couple twist of phrases and a couple of double entendres that she seems to kind of like that type of humor as you kind of delve deeper and going in that direction, kind of following her lead as you
Yeah.
go from verse to verse. It's quiet in the library. I'm having trouble breathing. It's very dark in here. It's empty. I
You'll
want to
be
go back.
fine.
What?
Are we gonna
Or
bring him back
we
up?
leave. Is this how you came in?
I think maybe the two of you should take him down to the cart. I can wait up here and keep an ear on what's going on upstairs.
That's probably a good idea. Osric?
That's a like round trip, probably an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's fine.
which is fine. It's not like a jaunt to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That sounds like a good idea.
You continue to sing.
Mhm.
She's enthralled. He pushes the plate off the table and it clangs on the floor. Stands up, and now he's reaching over for some sort of what does he wear? He's got plate armor. He starts putting on this plate armor and buckling it. And she is just more. Sing more.
I'll just keep on singing next tune. I'll sing about I don't know, something more, just more of the same. Just keep on playing the hits, man. That's how you do the hour set. If they like yacht rock, you play the yacht rock.
So he gets up to leave again.
Mm-hmm.
Door slams pretty good behind him. She stands up. This was very nice. You can go back to Ult, and you said you know him. Let him know the Empress said to give you a bed somewhere, and we'll have court this evening, and you should come and entertain. This was very nice.
Ma'am, I'm afraid I lied a little bit earlier.
Her body stiffens.
What I mean is, your king,
Emperor.
Roka, Emperor, first and the greatest, has been ensorcelled by the sword.
Tell me what you know.
There is a stone in the sword that the elves have magicked to take control of people's minds.
I know the stone,
Oh.
silly girl. What do you know?
I know that it is ensorcelled to take control of people's minds, and there's concern amongst your subjects, one Ulhit, that it's driving the emperor to some greater, less bloodlusts.
You know that's an elven stone.
I know that it is magic by the elves.
One of the first. And she is a hateful woman. She's in his mind. He takes too many chances. But that stone is key.
Key to what, ma'am?
To ending all of this. The only way that the proto-nexus can be closed is with all 6 stones.
So you seek to fight the demons as well, then? Is that Roka's, the first and greatest, goal as well?
He doesn't know this stuff. He has no idea. And I have no chances of collecting the stones. But I fear that if the elves get these stones, they're just going to run and leave Ravensland. Maybe even go east. Back to, by legend, they came from.
Yeah, the Asleen, yes. Well, ma'am, I'm sorry to have doubted you. I know lots about the Elven Stones. The 6, the 3 in the crown, the 2 that were lost, 2 have been reclaimed. You know, you've heard of Osric? Cleaver of Orknex?
Oh, yes, yes, I've heard tales that he is out roaming, challenging orcs.
He does not challenge only orcs, ma'am. Someone must challenge the demons. He is a demon slayer as well. Have you heard of the story of the last Forgotten Realms? Oh my god, what was it called? The Last Stand? Last Retreat?
Last Retreat.
Retreat. You heard the story of the Last Retreat?
No, but halflings are known to work with the elves. How do I know that you are not a red runner and you're not working with them? And this is all very convenient.
I don't know how to convince you other than to know lots about the stones. I'm going to pull out the clasp, which has a stone. I'm going to say, I have one. My companions have one. We are going to fight the demons. I can only tell you how much I hate the Rust brothers. I was at last retreat. I saw one turn into a demon and eat a child. I will stop them.
How does she react to that stone? She slides back and she is stunned. Where did you get it?
This one came from the mines, the dwarven mines.
You went to Stoneloam.
We've fought Stoneloom, lost a friend. Twice.
The daughter and the mother are there.
Were there, yes.
You slayed them?
They're slain.
What
Turned
form
into
were they? Storyteller.
hideous worms. Giant hideous worms that burrowed through the rock.
She steps back again. Very tall tales for a little one.
My job in our band is not to slay the demons. It's to know things and to heal and to talk to other folk.
She goes over to the table and she sits down, and you can see that there's just gears turning. She's conflicted. She is purposely keeping a distance from you with the clasp. She seems very suspicious, not of you as much as what you're holding.
I'll put it away, so it's not like direct in view.
Yeah, and you get a sense that she's afraid of it.
Mhm.
She's sitting there, wheels turning. He'll burn down all of Ravensland if we take that sword.
I hold up the fake stone and say, I'm hoping that we can return the Emperor, the first and greatest, to his normal bloodlust without him ever knowing.
It would take a blacksmith or a crafter to excise that stone and replace it. None of our men could do that.
I'm going to commune with the acorn or use some of the successes I had used with the acorn previously to see if I can access what her plan was for this stone switch that wasn't just like, stones are stones. It's cool. Hopefully that was not her plan.
You just grab it and pop it out.
They're like, elves, it's a stone. I don't know. That just works out that way. It's fine.
Orcs are dumb. They won't know.
What the Empress is saying is right. That's what you know, is that it's going to take some craft work. Because so if you just wanted to pop the stone out of there and leave the sword empty and not worry about the condition of the sword, Osser could do that. Right? If you're trying to Three's Company swap this thing and have it not noticed, then that's going to take some delicate work. And though orcs are very good at making weapons, something this fine, this is elven, it is going to take a fine hand. So what she's saying is true.
Okay. Could we pop? We could just pop the stone out, though.
Anybody could do that with enough force.
Okay.
She stands up. You have a terrible plan.
Hmm.
I want the stone out of here, but if he sees it missing, if he sees the sword gone or the stone not in the hilt, he'll just burn everything.
Well,
Rick,
Hey, Jim.
the orc and the elf that we met earlier,
Mhm.
he was a blacksmith, correct?
That's what my notes say.
He was.
Did we happen to have any notes about whether or not she was a blacksmith?
You did not.
also was.
She came off like she was a bit of a performer, maybe an actor, singer, something along those lines, because she was teaching him how to play fight, how to stage fight, and you know, the type of direction she was giving. You get an impression that
Okay.
that may be what she was involved with. So she stands up, she says, I need time to think. We're going to go torture the couple. And I will come back with a clear head.
Not just murdered them, then.
Last night, a foolish blacksmith apprentice
I
brought...
fall in love with an elf. Yes, I met them on the road.
We've got them locked up.
He's a blacksmith, no?
No. He's a foolish boy. Maybe in a couple of years, which he'll never see. I don't want you just roaming around.
Mm-hmm.
Door comes open. And Hroka's there. Behind him's a bigger orc. And he looks over at you and looks at Hroka and goes, He starts walking towards you.
Hroka?
I'll give you 10 minutes to think about it. We'll be right back. So I think you definitely figured out, or have probably a good guess, that this Ult is the commander, Roka's commander. And though you don't speak the language, he definitely gave the "I have no idea who the hell this is" look to his emperor, and the emperor's walking towards you.
Oh,
And
Emperor? I thought it was the human. It's Roka.
yes, this is
Okay.
yeah, this is the first and the greatest.
I see.
Hey Rob, good to see you, man. Yeah, Ult is standing by the door. And by the door is probably not the way to do it. He's bigger than the door. So doesn't have a weapon out. He doesn't seem intimidated by you being the first and the greatest, but it looks like he's trying to get his hands on you.
I think I let him get his hands on me. I think like trying to like run from this is not going to get me out of it.
So he grabs you right here and just one hand just lifts you up to eye level with him.
Mm-hmm.
He looks you up and down. What is your backpack? Is it like a messenger bag type thing? Like what do you?
Yeah, I don't. It's not like a big. Like I'm not strong enough to carry a big backpack, right? Like it's got to be like a relatively small chunk of things.
Like a shoulder sling type thing.
Yeah.
So he, with his other hand, reaches, takes that off of you. Where is the clasp?
On me?
In the bag?
No, I think it's like underneath my like.
Okay. So he takes the bag, he hands it back to Ult. I assume that's got the flute in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns and he just hands you over to Ult. Ult grabs you. She's saying something to him and he is dismissing her summarily. Ult picks you up and just carries you out like a bag of groceries.
Okay.
Back to under the library. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine for now.
Back under the library, Sten.
I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's
totally fine. Big success. She should be back here with the gem any moment now.
Yeah. I'm not hearing any kind of hubbub or activity or anything from upstairs. About what time is it compared to when we thought the shift change would be happening?
Oh, you've still got a good 3-4 hours.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do then is, creep back up and try and take a position by the window to keep an eye on things as best I can until I hear somebody approaching.
Silva and Osric, as you were escorting Master back out the back door here, smartly knowing where to step, where not to step, what to touch, what not to touch, right? We've already navigated this series of trapped rooms. Any types of conversations or any things we want to have over the 90 minutes that you're going to have with him? Or 45 minutes, because we're going to turn around and come back, I assume?
Mm-hmm. I think that the kinds of questions Osric would be asking him would be questions about the other prisoners, if there are anything that he might know about rotations in that space, knowing whether or not there are moments where they could be, if they're out and about and doing chores or things like that.
The only time that he will let him out is when they need entertainment. Mostly orc in there, so they'll bring him out to fight and to slaughter and such. Humans usually don't last very long. An elf has never made it past the door, except for there's an elf that came last night. They strung her and a young apprentice blacksmith. They strung him up at court, both of them at court, and threw things at them, cut them. I don't think that they killed them. But no. I want you to tell me more about the stones. Do you have the stones? Do you have any stones?
I think Silva like breathes and then like looks to Osric.
Osric is not one to tell that they'd have the stones. Sure, I'll tell him that we have two. Is that right? We have two stones.
Yes.
We have collected two stones, and the sword will be our third.
And then you're going to go for the crown.
I believe that's what the last said, yes.
I've been reading the books and having conversations with visitors and merchants that have come in. Here's what I've pieced together. For a period of time, the Demon King, his wife and his two daughters were in the Vale of the Dead. I think it's there that he started learning the magics that allowed him to open up the portal. I see no talk of Stanagist after the Vale of the Dead, after he left the Vale of the Dead. The mother and the youngest daughter escaped, ran from him. He and the older daughter left the Vale of the Dead. And I think there's a good chance that Stanagist is still there. And I anticipate the giant might be the one that hid it from him.
The giant?
Yes, there's a very, very large giant that watches over the Vale of the Dead. He's said to be a caretaker of the dead. And I'm willing to bet, if my guesses are correct, is that he has the Stanagist crown.
Deep bored sigh from Osric. He does not love book learning. But
Do you have a map?
Do we have a map?
I think Vasella has the map.
It's got in
Someone
my,
doesn't have the map now. So
I don't have a map in my pack in my stuff, so I didn't know.
Think
I
maybe
did
it's in the
this way.
wagon?
We probably
Sure.
I
think that makes
like
sense.
A place we leave a map.
It seems like a good spot for it.
It's down south. The Vale of the Dead is south, to the west, in the mountains. Not near the gate, not near Vond. And I can show you roughly where I think it might be.
And the Emperor had you researching all of this to what end?
I've told him nothing of the stones, but I think the Empress knows about them. I think she has an awareness of what the stones are. I think she is very suspicious of the stone that the Emperor carries in that sword. But Roka has no interest or knowledge of it, and I've kept that from him. he believes that he will reunite an orc nation and that they'll be able to take down Zatara themselves, slaughter the elves, and claim this land as theirs, and revenge for what the elves have done.
Well, that's ambitious.
He's a lot of things. Ambitious is one of them. Sten, as you're kind of perched safely, I don't think you have any trouble finding a spot. Been in this area long enough. You've had time. Eyes on the keep.
Yep.
Door is thrown open. By far the largest orc you've ever seen. And at first, there's a good bit of distance here, but he's carrying something. And he's carrying it like it smells. like a bag of rotten fruit.
Well, it must be bad if an orc cares. That is racist.
And you pretty quickly realize he's got Vasilla.
Oh, hell.
And he seems to be walking towards the brig.
Okay.
Vasilla, what are you doing? Hold on a second.
I'm going to try to talk to Ulit while we're like walking.
Okay.
So you must be the Ulit that I've heard so much about.
He said, like, holding you out like this and keeping a straight arm, and he kind of turns you so he can face you.
Don't speak the common
Turns you
tongue.
back around.
Oh, if he don't speak, I can't do anything to stop him. So now we're all like in the courtyard, right?
You are.
And he's taking me to the guard house, what I know of as the guard house.
Yeah, where the prisoners are kept. Yeah, the lockup there. And there's some interest. There's some heads turning, but it's not like there's a huge hubbub. Just looks like Ult's got another one. He's gonna put them where they belong.
All right. I mean, I think just running away from this guy is probably not the move. So,
Well, if you can separate from him, it'll be easier for the orcs on the wall to hit you without hitting him.
it's true.
And-
Go.
I was going to say, so it doesn't look like Vassie is struggling or anything. She's just kind of.
No. I think Vasilla can answer that better than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going along. I'm sticking to my story that I'm a gift, and so I'm just like the Emperor's like.
Mm-hmm. So I think, as much as I hate it, I'm just going to wait and see, because presumably this is part of her plan.
Oh, you think I have a plan? That's cute.
Plan was in like heavy double quotes from Stead.
Mm-hmm. The plan was to crowdsource a plan.
Yeah, I am annoyed that he took my bag. I guess that's fair, but
He walks up to the doors of this brig, says something to one of the guards. Guard looks you up and down and just grabs a handful of cloth off your chest, and doesn't rip you out of his hands, but there's a handoff here.
Yeah.
You're now being carried by your stomach, by the front of your clothing. And you're being taken inside. Oh my God, this room smells. It just smells of filth and body odor and feces and urine. There's hay all over the floor, and this combination of iron and wood cages. This is not a prison. This is not a lockup. This is a series of crates of containers that have prisoners inside of them.
Mhm.
None of them are tall enough such that anybody could stand in them. Everybody is crouched and sat in their own filth. Some of them have empty plates in front of them and wooden bowls that are inside. And he just walks down to the far end, and a lot of attention by those that are strong enough to look. You see our couple in the pen, in separate pens.
Mhm.
He's unconscious or asleep, and just dried blood all over him. Her face is so swollen and bruised, she can't even open her eyes if she is awake. And he takes you over to one of these cages, and yell at me if you're going to do anything. He opens it up and throws you inside and locks it up.
Mhm.
When we finally get outside again in the ruins of this chapel, so Master Anselm loved this journey. This was fascinating. He wanted to read things. He wanted to look at all of the carvings and the statues, and you keep it moving, right? And now he's just he gets outside and he goes, I wonder who built that. You said it was full of traps.
I mean, presumably it was the elves.
Do you think it was to stop people from coming in or to kill anybody who tried to escape? I want to go back and look at it some more.
No. It's not safe.
But it's all four
Don't hurt
gods. The statues are for all four of them.
There's 4 statues here in the chapel. Let's start there.
And he looks up at those. What's the game plan? We dropping off and going, or
Is that the game plan?
I think so. That's what I thought we were gonna do.
And do you think that our plan is for him to wait here for us, and whatever he ends up doing with himself, he does with himself? I don't want him to steal the wagon. I'd be kind of mad about it.
And the scepter is not with the
upsetting.
wagon. The scepter we hid
No.
somewhere in the ruins, right? The ruins of this town. Okay, that's what I thought.
That's my memory, at least. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
I guess one of the things when we, have a moment when he's not looking through the statues and singing,
He's easily distracted, so you have several moments that you can have a private conversation with Silva.
Well, what I was thinking is we'd have him point these places that he thinks we might be going on our rudimentary map that we've gotten to now that we're at the wagon.
So he pulls out the map. He shows you where you are, which is, I think, a little bit farther east than you realize. You mentioned that you've been to Stone Loom Mines. He shows you where that is. It's on the other side of the mountain range from Amber's Peak. And he talks about going southwest from Stone Loom Mines and following the ridge line all the way down till you get to the southern mountains. And then he kind of circles an area that unfortunately is probably like 50 miles in diameter. And he says, I think the Vale of the Dead is somewhere around here. And I also think that Hiroka has shown interest in the Vale of the Dead, but not for the crowns. More than likely, he's probably got a group down there either to watch the giant or try to deal with the giant. But if they try to slay that giant, that's a foolish thing. So he thinks that maybe he sent orcs down there to kind of keep an eye on the thing. Because if that giant decides to leave the Vale of the Dead, he could be a potential huge threat.
Okay.
But he marks the map for you.
Okay. We're going to go back to wait for Vasilla and see if we can't save some of your fellow prisoners. You should wait here. It won't be as stuffy as it was under the tower. I should give him some amount of time because at some point he should leave.
What do you think? 2 days at the most?
Well, that's what I was like. It's like, if we're not back in
If we're not back in a day, wait longer.
exactly right.
Hey, Myth Machine, thanks for the raid.
I think if we're not back in 2 days, then you should make your way to the. I'll point at the place where we think the Raven sisters were, or where
So-
I think the Raven sisters were going, because I think they were moving.
Do not know that, other than they were going to head southeast.
Okay. Then I'll just point him to the horse folk.
Amber's
Amber's Peak?
Yes,
Amber's
Amber's
Peak.
Peak. But
That's a long way to go. I'll wait for you.
Okay.
good idea.
We intend on coming back, so
Are there berries or something I can eat?
you get, let me just leave you with some rations. And yeah, I want to leave him some food and some water.
It's like road rations, like, you know what I mean? Like, not it's not the food that Vasilla was cooking. It's hardtack and dried breads and that kind of stuff. But
What's the name of the bread that the hobbits have? The
Lambus
Lambus bread.
Lambus bread, no, it's hardtack. And
All right, so we're gonna leave Master Anselm there, and we're gonna head back. Sten, the guard that had Vasilla has now come back out
Mm-hmm.
and reposted himself.
So I've been watching these guys for a while between today and yesterday. How often do those guards change?
Everybody seems to be on a similar rotation. It seems to mark
Mhm.
around the same time that you're anticipated to have the relief here to guard Anselm.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to do anything crazy, at least until it gets dark. Unless I see dramatic changes in the situation below.
12 hours
How about-
after the shift change, right?
How about for you, Vasilla?
I mean, so first I'm going to check to see if I can get out through these bars. If they're made for humans, but not halflings, if I could actually get through. Because you have given me cause to believe that orcs are not known for their craftsmanship and thinking ahead as a group.
Like a raccoon can fit in an 8-inch hole.
I gotta stop telling you things. I think with a successful sleight of hand, I bet you can get out of there.
Okay. And in here, there are only captives.
Correct. There are no guards inside. There are also no doors or windows other than the door that you were brought in on. Everybody's caged. Everybody has these crude but heavy, like, padlocks that are closing each of these cages. Almost exclusively orc prisoners, except for our elven woman, who's in really, really bad shape. You do see a man who, by the looks of him, is several days dead in one cage. And I think there's probably a total of maybe 10 or so of you, just shy of a dozen.
Okay, and no room, no windows or doors.
No,
Well, other than the entrance.
than the one you came in. Yep.
I am going to. All right. If I can, so I'm going to see if I can get out, I guess. So if I get out now, like if I can figure out a way out now, can I use it in the future, or is this like a one-time trap?
Oh no, I think you figure, just because you're figuring out how to get out doesn't mean you get out.
Okay.
Right? You just figure out how I could get out. If
Then
I
I would
want
like to see if I can. I'm going to try to find myself a way out of this.
Great. Yeah, let's do a quick sleight of hand.
All right, sleight of hand.
You figure out that this lock is pretty damn crude. And the lockpicks are in my bag. They're not with me, but you're able to find something, and you quickly start jiggling. And yeah, you're going to be able to pop this thing without any difficulty when you need to. In fact, we can have you pop it and then kind of fix it so it looks like it's still locked.
That's what I would like to do.
Yeah, let's do that. So a cursory look, it would look like it's still closed, but you just would easily be able to lift it right off the latch and pop yourself out of there.
Okay, cool. Then, man, not having anything is rough. Okay.
If you're going to sit and wait for a bit, what we can do is move to the second quarter day. We can have Osric do that.
Yeah, I think I want to wait to see if the Empress can pull magic before I start going into escape convict mode.
Yep. All right. So let's move to the second quarter. Silva and Osric, you get there. Maybe the way that the planks are set, you know that it's safe. And you get back into a now empty library with our sleeping orc. And Sten is not immediately visible, but I assume makes himself visible once you enter. Oh, can't hear you, Sten.
Yeah, I imagine when I hear them below, I'll slip over to where they are. So something, well, they grabbed Vassie and they put her in the holding cell. Didn't look like she was struggling too hard to get away, so I figure this is part of her plan. Doesn't seem like a great plan to me. I was thinking maybe we try and get out there after dark and see what's going on, but the next shift of guards should be here before too long. I'll have to see what's going on, and how they react when they get here.
You've got probably an hour or so until that shift change occurs.
And we probably don't know this, but well, normally I would expect the new guards to come before the old guards leave.
Yes.
Right?
I imagine that's the process.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a handoff and a reporting.
And we expect there more likely than not be 4 of them.
Probably a good guess.
Because there were 4 of them. Okay. That's all I'm pondering. To think if we could take 4 orc guards as they come in and see that their counterparts are no longer present.
We got lucky once. I don't know that I'd
Right.
push it. Also, we should probably do something with that sleeping guy, because I imagine that poison ain't going to last forever. He's going to wake up at some point.
Let's have him starting to kind of move a little bit to you saying that.
And at this point, he's tied up in the hole. Is that where we've left him?
Yeah, you dumped him down the hole. I remember that.
Leave up a tie the pork in the fucking mazes.
He's on top of 2 of his dead
That's right.
fellow
A
guards.
pile of his. It's got to be all 3 of them, right? We had to lug the other guy back and throw him down the hole too.
Yeah, so he's top of the heap right now.
What the hell are we gonna do with this guy? I don't want to do anything with him. I just want to leave him there.
Well, eventually he's going to open his mouth.
Let's kind of do a quick assessment here, right? So we've got several things happening here. We've got our soon-to-be awoken, poisoned orc down in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
We have got probably within the next hour or so what we anticipate to be 4 fresh guards coming to relieve the morning shift. Will not find the master, will not find the other guards. That likely will cause a reaction. There's been no indication that they know anything about the floorboards, and the fact that, you know, that there's a passageway under the library. Vassie's in a shit-stained cage inside of
Doing
the
Vassy
hold.
things.
And we left Master Anselm to wander around this ruined city and keep himself busy.
All according to plan, Greg. All according to plan.
Well, either we time and gag him,
I think we
put him
time
out of our misery, or we leave him up here to take the heat when the others show up.
I might have some more interesting poisons. We can perhaps.
Do they work?
I mean, this guy was susceptible to the first one.
Yeah, the other 3 weren't.
And to be
If
clear, this guy knows nothing of you, right? He was out when you guys appeared.
Mm-hmm. Right. If only he didn't wake up until the other guy showed up, that'd be perfect for us.
Even if he wakes up early, what's he going to do? Run off and tell somebody?
Perhaps if the other guards show up to a completely mad remaining guard and 3 other orc corpses, the situation looks a little different.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like trying to stage a crime scene.
Sten doesn't like something. Here's 11.
From all the way in the prison cell.
How did you hear that?
Sten doesn't like something o'clock.
Why? Look at the time.
I don't think I hate this plan. Like we hide.
Look, I think this would probably help you guys. I think this is a vastly approved plan. It's a great plan.
Oh,
Excellent.
no.
That's what I was going for.
From the cage.
Like, you just know the spirit of Vassie is with you, and she thinks this is a great plan.
Right? We
Makes
bloody
Sten
up
like
the
it even less.
sleeping guy's hands. We throw the bodies around the room. We hide. The guards show up.
I'll point out that one of them died from arrows and one of them died from repeated dagger wounds, neither of which are the kind of thing that these orcs are wielding.
Osric has an axe.
But like, you know, you take the arrows out of.
Well, obviously I took the arrows out.
Right? And then like it takes longer to figure that out than we'll start dealing
Fine,
with it.
fine,
Add a couple
fine.
chops to make it look convincing.
Fine.
It's not clean work, but
Fine.
You
I
have
said
a
fine.
better
It's
plan.
fine.
Sten, do you have a better plan, Sten?
I think it's better if everybody else just disappeared.
So am I hearing ambush?
That was my theory, right? Was we're gonna stage this scene and then we're gonna ambush the guards as they come and start to deal with it.
If we're going to ambush the guards, why do we even bother to stage the scene?
my idea was that we were just gonna wait it out.
Oh, I
Leave it, like basically make it look like something just really.
Yeah, I don't
wild
think we
happened.
need to stage another ambush. I don't think we need to have another fight when we're down one.
My intent is that they don't understand what happened. One of their comrades just went a little wild.
on the bus. So we're gonna
An orc
hide-
disagreement. The master
All right,
disappeared,
and
and the
he
orcs
ran
got into a
for it.
fight. Yes.
Sold.
Let's set the scene then.
So we pull the bodies up. Our friend is a little groggy, not awake yet. You figure maybe you've got 15, 20 minutes before he wakes up. Are we untying him?
I feel like we have to for this part to work,
Can't
right?
hear you, Sten.
Yeah, that's the last thing we do, I think, is untie.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we might have to like conk him on the head again,
Yeah, sure.
and then give ourselves, another half an hour, 20 minutes.
I'm going to spend a point of willpower to use my path of many things and get a hallucinogenic poison at potency
Dude, that was
5.
big in this
At
game.
potency 5. All right. Let me bring up my man again here.
And we're basically gonna try to force it down his throat.
This dude has had a bad day.
Yep. He's
not
gonna have a
getting any
bad
better.
trip.
Oh boy.
Rogath and the very bad.
All right, so let's see how our poison does. So it'll be 5d6.
Ah, yes.
You can just
five.
hit the d6 icon there in the bottom
Yep.
right.
Roll
5
5d6. Oh
You
yeah,
got
because
this-
it's
you got a
additive.
success this time
Oh goody! Come on, 1.
against his endurance.
You should
You
talk to
got
your
it.
supplier.
Yeah.
I feel like we determined we did this wrong last time, and it should have been more effective. I don't remember why or how exactly.
I think it was
That's
that
really-
bare minimum he's gonna take an empathy damage. Poison.
This game.
Yeah, limited effect is he just takes a point of empathy damage.
So you slip him this poison. You guys slide back down into your hidey hole. He's untied. And I think you hear him get up first. And by the sounds of it, he's having a hard time keeping his feet under him. You can kind of hear him stumble. He crashes into something. I think even an entire bookshelf gets knocked over. Then relief shows up. And there's a lot of yelling. And our friend is slurring. Doesn't seem to be defending himself very well. And then there's a lot of chaos and noise. And as best as the three of you can figure out, they're breaking things. They're knocking things over. It sounds like they're tossing the library.
So it doesn't sound like they're fighting.
No.
Okay.
I think that goes on for like 40, 45 minutes. Based on the light coming through the wood flooring above you, it appears the sun has either set or is close to setting. It's getting dark. And it's quiet for about 5-10 minutes to the point where you begin to think maybe they have left. Vasila, one of the guards comes in and he's got this huge wooden bucket. And from like a pouch on his right-hand side, he's throwing wooden bowls into the slots and just pouring something out of the bucket with a ladle into these bowls. The orcs and the prisoners that are conscious and aware are holding these wooden bowls as still as the slop is being dropped into the bowls. The bowls are being tossed at the people that are still sleeping. or are just so hurt that they can't move. He's being a bit of an asshole. Finally gets to you. He drops the bowl to try to hit you from the top of the cage. You assume you're not going to let yourself get hit by the bowl, so you move out of the way. The bowl drops, and he reaches into the ladle, and he's waiting for you to put the bowl up.
Put the bowl up.
He flips the ladle above you. Half of it makes it into the bowl. Half of it, quarter of it makes it onto you. The other quarter of it ends up on the floor. It smells of root vegetables, probably suspect meat. It's tepid. It was probably hot at some point. And you were the last one he serves, and he kind of puts things away, closes up the pack where the bowls were being taken out of, and starts to leave.
All right. I just let him leave. I certainly do not eat that food.
Well, it's a good thing you ate this morning, right? So
Yeah.
breakfast is sticking to the inside of your ribs.
Yeah.
It's quiet in
okay.
the library. Oh, go ahead.
Do
I'm
I see
sorry.
that it is dark outside? when
With the door opening and closing, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to assume that I need to make a distraction. And I'm going to start like drumming and singing and such to like gather the attention of the guard.
When it sounds quiet, I think Sten will like quietly lift up one of the boards and like do a scan to make sure there's nobody here.
It's clear. There's nobody in the library. But the place has been trashed.
Right. And then I think I'm going to lower that back down and say, all right, do we want to try and go in and get her? Do we want me to go in alone and try and sneak in now that it's dark? Do we want to operate as a group? What are we doing here?
I don't know that Osric and I get anywhere very quietly.
Well, then I'd say be ready to come running if it gets that bad, or to go running if it gets that bad.
We working our way out?
I think I am.
Osric Silva?
Probably makes sense to stay up in the library. Just try to stay as hidden as possible. Just
Well,
keep an
keeping
ear out
an eye
on things.
on that.
Yeah.
Sten, you're going for Vasilla now, right? That's your plan?
Unless you got a better suggestion.
I do not. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't too. Okay, so my plan is to be able to like position myself in such a spot where I can watch Sten make that move to the best of my ability, given that it's going to be dark.
And I'm gonna keep an eye on Osric 6. That way nothing sneaks up on us.
Before you leave the library, Sten, you see it has to be the Empress. It's the first woman you've seen here. The clothing she's wearing, the two bodyguards that are with her, and she's walking towards the hold where Vasilla is. She's carrying a lantern.
I'm going to wait to see what she does. Because if I'm going to try and sneak in there, when she's there is not the time to do it.
Yeah.
It's reasonable.
She gets to the door. You can't hear it, and if you could, you may not even be able to understand it. Some sort of conversation. Her and one of the bodyguards goes inside. Whatever you're flicking, Dave, we can hear it.
Sorry.
That's all right. Vasila, from inside, the door comes open. The dark room fills with lantern light, and you can see the Empress with a guard of some sort. And she starts walking towards you. She takes a moment to spit on the elven woman and then continues walking to you.
Mm-hmm.
And she sets the lantern on top of your pen. And she kind of leans over and looks down at you. Why would you lie?
About Ulit?
About working with Ult?
Hmm. I had been told that they were not friends.
He's very loyal. I think he has designs, but he is foolish, not foolish enough to challenge my husband. You've told quite a tale. And now I have no idea if any of it was true.
No, the parts that I've discussed directly with you are true, man. The parts I discussed with your husband in the room, less so.
So why the lie? Are you with the halflings to the southeast?
No.
Do you travel with the Cleaver of Necks?
I do.
Stole new mines?
Been there. Twice. Never to go again if I have my druthers.
And if you get your hands on this ruby, you will not give it to the elves.
No, the Red Rudders are... I'll spit.
I've talked my husband out of killing you.
Thank you.
He is going to bring you to court tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he'll do.
Is it possible to take the false stone and put it somewhere else and take the real stone and pin it on a different orc of your choice?
So
You said your husband would go kill to the ends of the earth to retrieve the stone or the sword, yeah?
yes. But I don't understand what you're saying.
We don't have the smith to replace it cleanly. So can we take the elf, the one that's bending his mind, and put the false stone on someone else? Someone of your choosing. To make it look like it had been stolen.
So exorcise the stone from the sword. Plant the stone in Harenga Gala's room. Maybe he'll finally kill that bastard.
It's a good sign she's already picked a target.
She's got someone from Abhead.
We need no one with skill. We only need Ranga Gala.
Filthy human.
Hmm. A human with a room. I'd come to understand that there were only these.
She's thinking. I have to get the sword. I need time with the sword.
I'm quite the entertainer. If I take all the eyes tonight at court, Will that buy you time?
When you're done performing, if I do not clap, I have excised the stone.
If you do not clap, you have excised the stone. Is it possible to have my flute for the performance? Do you think you could?
What, in your bag?
Yes.
She turns to her bodyguard, says something to him, and she comes back and she goes, I'll have it brought here.
Thank you.
You can have your whole bag. We went through it. There's nothing in there.
No. Things important for me as a halfling.
I'll get the bag to you. I'll tell the king, I'll tell the emperor you're performing. This might work. Give me your stone.
I needed to help with the performance, ma'am. Oh, you mean this one? And I give her the fake stone.
Right.
Good.
It's like, no, not gonna.
And in that moment of confusion, she goes, do you know what that one does?
The one that I have, only that it makes a castle strong. Gives me extra knowledge to know where the other stones might be and how to fight demons. What do you know?
No idea. That bastard human in the library tells us nothing.
Yeah, this one is kind. She doesn't prefer violence.
It's
unlike
elf.
this one. Maybe she lies then.
Of course she lies. I'll have your bag brought to you. You'll be brought to court.
Thank you.
It feels like a coin flip, Vasilla, whether she's buying this or not. But she leaves. Sten, Osric, and Sylvie, you see her leave with her two bodyguards, with the lantern. And she seems to be headed back to the keep.
Well, she didn't bring her out. I think we have to go now. Or I have to go now.
Mm. Keep watch. You signal.
Oh, if they find me, you'll know.
So what are we doing, Sten?
That is an excellent question.
Good one, right?
I think I'm gonna like stay in that sort of alcove window position for a while, just trying to mentally plan out what is a route that I can do that will get me. I mean, I would love if I could to get on the roof of that building.
Okay. You're in a much better position than Vasilla was because it's night.
Yeah.
There's not floodlights or anything, right?
Mhm.
It's the light is what you carry with you.
Right.
I think to the point, if time is not an issue, I think you can get to the back of the building without a roll needed.
Okay. Because I don't, unless I see something that changes, I don't think time is an issue.
Okay. Yeah. I think who you are, your skill set, everything, it's dark. Let's put you on the side towards the back of the building, on roughly about opposite of where the door is.
Okay.
You're
And
in
there's no other
shadow,
doors
in
or
darkness.
windows.
No.
Okay.
The roof is a simple wooden roof with thatch.
Okay. But like if I were just like to get up there and like uncover one area of thatch, the wood is solid. It's not like there's a place I could slip through.
Oh no, you definitely could slip through. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I think I'll do that.
Yeah, 300 years ago you would not be able to, but now you can.
Dilapidation is thy name.
Yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'll just sort of stick my head through and get a feel for the inside of the building. And I've kind of got that from what you were describing
Yeah.
earlier. And does it look like any of the other prisoners are like alert and paying attention, or are they mostly kind of all right?
If any that are awake are looking down, nobody's looking up towards you.
Okay. Then I'm going to try and drop in as close to Vasila's cage as I can.
Let's do a stealth for that.
That's probably fair.
I like this.
I'm less keen on it, but let's find out. I don't think I have anything that's worth swapping, so
Vasila's
here
been on a
we
hot
go.
streak. If Sten botches this, he'll never hear the end of it.
It's her fault. All right, I got one. One is sufficient.
Terribly.
The floor is,
in your outside shoes.
the floor is soft,
Uh-huh.
covered in hay. And Vasila, you're startled as you hear something drop behind you, and you turn around and you see Sten.
Is this part of the plan?
Kind of. How long has it been since she went away and said she'd send me the bag?
15 minutes, 20 minutes. I think it's how long maybe it took Sten to get over there, because he
Mhm.
left when she left, right?
Pretty much.
If my bag is re-delivered to me, I think we're on. If it isn't, I think we're not.
So you want to stay here?
So I'm going to play to the largest orc crowd a halfling ever has.
I'll put it on your tombstone.
So if it works, the Empress is going to take the stone from the sword, and we're going to place the false stone in someone else's place, the human, Yaka, Haraka, some human, a bastard, apparently.
Yeah.
And then we get the stone and we get out.
So I'm with you up to the point where she plants the stone and you get the other stone. And do you think she's just gonna like walk you out the door? Or how are you getting out after that?
I think they're going to return me to here. She's going to come get me. I've already opened my cage. I pull apart the lock.
Mm-hmm.
So proud of yourself.
I'll just go then. Clearly you've got this under control.
Well, unless the next person that comes back doesn't bring me a satchel, then we probably need to kill people and leave.
All right, I'll wait on the roof to see if you get your bag back.
Thanks. It's going well.
Good luck.
I mean, she convinced her husband not to kill me, so that's a win. I do. Before you go, though, I do point over to them, to the couple.
The orc elf.
Yeah. If you have any more of the poison or something that we can put them out of their misery, we should do so.
I mean,
Stab wounds are too clear. Stab wounds are too obvious. I mean, I'm sure they've been cut some, but like.
I mean, I don't have any poison, and I'm not gonna.
If you, no, we don't have the time. They should be for me soon.
All right.
But these are the prisoners, as you see them. There's one guard, no one else inside. If you still want to, most of these folk are beyond the pale.
Yeah, I mean, just looking around, do any of them look like they would, like, make it on the outside?
Probably not. No.
Yeah. Damn.
No, they're emaciated. Those that have been here long are emaciated. Those that haven't been here long still have fresh wounds.
Mm-hmm.
These people are tortured.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll go upstairs and wait to see what happens. If there's anything you need, well, give me a signal.
Yeah, I'll I'll yell, last retreat.
Okay. And I think Sten just kind of stands there for a minute and just kind of reaches a hand between the bars and just says, "You got this."
I know you worry, old man. We'll be all right.
Yeah. Climb back up, grumbling the whole way.
Timing is pretty good as your foot goes from inside to outside. The door opens conveniently, and one of the bodyguards that was with her comes, kind of dangles the bag over the cage. If you reach for it, he pulls it up because he's an asshole, and then he just drops it into the cage and walks out.
I double check it. My stuff there?
Yeah.
Cool.
"30 minutes, an hour pass. Sten, are you staying up there? What are you doing?"
I think once I see the guard come in and go and like look down and see that she's got her backpack, I think I'm at least going to try and go back and tell the other two what's going on. I may wind up coming back here to cover in case things get weird, but I at least want to keep them informed.
Make your way back. Any reaction from Osric and Silva as we hear Vassie's thought out plan? Flawless plan?
Well, that's I suppose as best as we could expect that to go.
I think given the degree of planning we had coming in, that's pretty good.
The boldness of that one.
For sure. And she's the one telling stories about others.
So I guess we wait and see what she how it goes.
Do
I don't
do we know where Court would be?
it's
from
going to be
our
that big
vantage?
cube in the middle. Yeah.
So what you have figured out and what was explained to you by the master is that there is kind of an inner walled area, which you've seen, which I'm effectively calling north of you in the library. We talked about if you tried to, you have to get into there to get to the front door, to the front gate. It's there that he holds court, where he takes visitors, he bargains with merchants, does diplomacy, and then his evening entertainment all happens there as well. So you've had no visibility to it.
Right. Okay.
Speaking of that front area, the three of you notice, obviously not everybody, but the ranks up on the wall have thinned. Nobody's dawdling around or walking around anymore. There's just the guards at the front of the holding area, and everybody else has migrated into that inner area. So it looks like court is about to or has begun.
And nobody's come to fetch Vasily yet.
Someone is now. So you see one walking towards, goes in. Vasilla walks up, looks down at you, goes to unlock the lock, then just pops off and looks down at it, looks at you, and I think in his head, like, you didn't even realize it was unlocked.
No.
Right? Because you'd be out of here if you did.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Obviously.
what idiot stays in an unlocked cage? Right? That's the look he's giving you. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm glad I got here when I did. And so he takes the lock off, he opens it up, and he just kind
So
of
strong. I broke this lock with my bare hand.
he gets a handful of your shirt and just kind of tosses you out in front of him, and is kind of go, stay in front of him and go.
Mm-hmm. I walk.
Takes you outside. He's got a lantern, and he's staying close to you. And if you're not going in the right direction, he'll tap you on the side of your head to point you to the direction to go. And headed kind of like to the left of the keep. And Sten, Osric, and Silva, you see this.
Hopefully this is her best performance yet.
I think our best bet is just to let her do it.
Yep. That's isn't that just great?
Vasily, you're taken to an inner gate, which is open but could be closed. It's got like a metal iron door that's open.
Okay.
And you're brought into an area that's a little bit smaller than this main courtyard where you've been spending all of your time, but it's still, like half a football field.
Oh,
large.
big. Okay.
And there are lanterns everywhere. At the far end, you see Roka, the first and the greatest. You see the Empress, and they're sitting in very exaggerated large chairs. And it looks like just a roughly built platform. And as you're coming in, you see Ult split an orc in half from head, creased weight, halfway down. And you see this orc just split open into two pieces. And just yawn. They're throwing things in the air and anything that's metal hitting other metal. Ging, 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 ging. And he's standing there and totally ignoring the fact that the thing was that his opponent was tied up. Right. This was a great heroic, unbelievable act. And he's stomping around, and you catch eye contact with Soria. She gives you just a little bit of a nod. Roka sees you, and his body language changes. So he was kind of at the edge of his seat in the front. He had his hands on both arms and was leaning in to watch, his champion, his commander, battle this tied up orc. And now you come in. He kind of rolls his eyes and slides back, makes a motion for someone to bring something to him. They clear the body. You're kind of pushed into the center in front of them. Your feet slosh in some of his remains of what he left behind. And you're standing there. And there's a surprising hush in the crowd. I think nobody, vast majority of them have never seen anybody like you. So you're immediately an oddity. Is Ult going to fight her? There's confusion about what is happening right now. So it's surprisingly quiet.
I'm going to walk up. I'm going to stand like Ult. I'm going to slap my chest. And then I'm going to immediately bust into a song that I've written about Roka. And very percussive, very just this is my entrance cue. We're just going. And we're
yeah, I think an orc, they're all one orc grabs a tray and a bone, and it's giving it to you, here, use this.
Yeah, I grab it and I hit his shield. I'm bang, 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 bang. And I look at him, I'm
I think I want another performance roll here. I think that is going to come down to whether you give her time. And I think I need more than one success.
You got to win the crowd over.
Yeah, she's got to get that sword away from him, get to a place where she can get that thing popped out. She may have already planted the other stone at this point.
Yeah, that's her job.
Yeah, so I think you need at least 2 successes here.
Okay.
And I think it's a great way to start the next episode.
God damn it, fucking Craig!
Embrace the king, a band of heroes bold, stand the hunter versus fair, with tales of glory told, Osric with his mighty blade, rustbite of demonic hue, and silver half-elf merchant king, their journey did ensue. Silver trades and secrets hold the smile upon her face, while Osric swings his fearsome sword in battle's fierce embrace. Through Raven's land they wander in search of ancient stones, to free the land from darkness where evil's a terror roams. With courage as their banner and hearts forever true, they seek the light within the night, their quest for...
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with it. You can just zero it out, and then we'll know that that's what it's been done for.
Cool.
Once again, 6:30 today. I'm kind of going, well, really nothing for me to prep. I just kind of read over Eye of the Rose again, got myself familiar with some of the characters, reminded myself about the trickster human that's been kicking around there. So I was excited to kind of introduce him, though he didn't do much other than looks like being a potential patsy. Did not see removing the old man from the scene, but it made sense to me. Like, as soon as you said it, I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, I guess there's no reason to have him sticking around. He's a bit of a nervous Nelly anyway.
Bit of liability.
Yeah, a little bit. So that was really cool. Completely just reacted in the bedroom, and really liked how that played out. That felt good. I felt that I felt the choices were honest and the reactions were honest there. I don't know, man. Like, this is role playing for me. Is as the Bakers say, play to find out, right? It's just and not knowing. So we'll have to do Dave last. So we'll start with Nate. Nate, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Oh man, I mean, for a session where, I mean, realistically, me and Jim and Brian, to a lesser degree, didn't get to do much. I mean, it's still entertaining as hell just to be here and just have our own level of tension of just like, when's the shoe gonna drop here? Stars probably. I mean, I could say any number of things that Dave did.
Well, so one of the things I'm trying to do is stars are often, like, we feel like it's an award that has to be given to somebody. That's really not what I want. What I'd really love to know is kind of the star for me would be when you were most in, right? When did you find yourself leaning in, either fully in Silva's skin or fully involved in the game? When was everything clicking for you?
With that in mind, I mean, as far as Silva's concerned, just when Sten had to go out and like figure out what's going on, and that was like the precipice of the is everything gonna go sideways now? So like we're just sitting there waiting for, and just having that kind of nervous energy of just like, this could go really bad or really fast.
Yeah, there's a world where Sten fails that stealth roll as he drops into the prison. There's a world where Vasilla fails the move roll going across the courtyard.
Yeah, that one had me chest beating a little bit.
Yeah. there's no successes on the performance roll in the bedroom. That's
Let me lose this.
Bedroom performance is complicated. Yeah.
Dave's not old
It
enough.
happens.
I
Yet.
don't
That's
understand.
That never
Yes.
happens.
Ask your parents, kids.
So, which is interesting, right? I being fans, I'm glad that we did succeed, but I would have followed the dice if they didn't,
Yeah.
for sure. So Nate, wishes, either what did you get this session you want more of, or what didn't you get that you'd like to see as a player?
It's an interesting question.
I'm an interesting man.
That's true. That's true. I didn't get that roll at the end that I want to see. I don't have a good answer right now.
Okay, sit on it, and if you don't have one,
Yeah.
you don't have one. If one pops as I'm going around the horn, you yell it out.
Sure.
Brian, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Well, this was a blast. I mean, I got the bowl of popcorn at the beginning as a bit, but genuinely watching Dave as Vasilla navigate this landmine of potential disaster was just delightful from start to finish. I kind of felt bad every time we cut back to us because it's like, no, I want to know what happens to Vasi. So that was fantastic.
Real quick, Brian. I appreciate the fact that you knew that Sten still needed to go check on her, even though Brian knew.
Yeah.
the
No,
plan
for
was.
sure.
It's a small thing, and I just want you to know, like, I appreciate that as a GM. I didn't have to remind you that what you know you didn't know. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
and honestly, it sounds a little bit weird to have a star, being a scene I was actively in. But honestly, I think the little bit when I snuck down there and Vasi's like, no, I've already got the cage open. They're bringing me my bag. I'm gonna go. Was just the perfect Sten Vasilla scene.
It was
And I
amazing.
could not have
you
asked
got
for
it.
anything more.
Yeah, and to clarify the star thing, it doesn't mean that you have to be in the scene. It's just for me, what I find very interesting is every session I play in, there always seems to be a moment where I kind of lose myself, and I don't even have to be part of the scene, where I can see the room, right?
Yeah.
I can hear the voices, and that's kind of what I'm shooting for. Is like,
Mm-hmm.
when did we fully? And I don't want to use the word immerse because that's a naughty word in role playing, but like, when were we there? Right.
Right.
So yeah, I was there. I'm with you on that one, Brian. Like that whole scene of you dropping down, landing on the floor in the hay, and Vasilla's like, hey, by the way,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no. If he brings me a bag, we're
realize
good.
you risked a limb to get here.
But I'm good. I got this. No, that was beautiful. Beautiful. And
I ordered a bag. We'll see if it gets here in time.
Look, it's 50-50, right? Plus, I got shot.
Yeah. And then as far as wishes go, I mean, obviously I hope that, Vasilla goes in there and kills it and everything works out as intended. I will admit that there is a part of me that is really curious to see what happens if it goes wrong,
Yeah.
but not enough to wish that on Dave's dice.
I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't think I want to see that.
No.
I'll be honest with you. I'd like to see a lot. I would like to see 2 or more successes when we start
Me
episode
too.
47. Because it'd be pretty ugly.
Mhm.
You've got no backup.
Yep. I've got one plan.
Yeah. Plan B, CA.
Yeah.
You've got the flute for an exit plan.
Yeah, right. That's the
Well,
entire
well,
exit
The
honestly,
plan.
finale is you
Yeah.
play the flute
I-
and then they can't touch
I'm
you.
I forgot
definitely
about
going
the
to take out my flute partway through this just so it's in my hot little hand.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well,
So
and
I
the other good news is if the performance fails and you don't give her enough distraction, maybe she gets caught trying to hark the gem and then everything gets pointed at her. But we'll worry about that next time.
Yeah. Right.
I
We're
am
hoping
apprised.
that all that goes our way.
Jim, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Boy, that was tense. I too had those moments where it was like, oh, but me and Master Azel and I don't need to hear this story. And let's get back to the Vasilla section. Get back to the Vasilla chapter.
Blah blah. Where's the crown? Blah blah.
I think
artifact that'll save the world. All right, yeah, Vasilla.
And by the way, Craig, just casually dropping the term proto-nexus in there.
that was
proto-nexus. Hold on.
I was like, have we written that one down before?
This is a sci-fi book.
I had to put it in double quotes. I was like, what is the proto-nexus?
No.
All right, okay. I really enjoyed that moment where it's like Osric and this person who's clearly like the lore dumpy guy, right? And Osric is just not that guy, right? Like he's like, oh, you have books and there's these.
He's looking around for Vasilla,
and it's like
the most interested person was not there.
This is probably really important, but I just don't care right now.
Yeah, that's not. It's like
you're clicking through the dialogue tree on the game.
There are definitely traps in this room, and I had already forgotten about those.
This dude, like Deckard Cain's like,
in or out.
stood around and listen.
Clicking
out. I have no more questions. I
think though.
Did you understand all of that? Fuck, I clicked no.
My star moment though was when Hroka brought back in his buddy, his second in command, where it was like, oh, you name dropped the big guy. And you have no idea, and you've never seen the big guy in your life. And the big guy comes back, and he's like, "No, I've never seen that person before in my life." And it was like, "Oh no, this is bad." So that was my star moment.
As a GM, when Vasilla dropped the name, like you could see the drool coming out.
Wishes, I think, like. The thing that was really good about the non-Vasilla time was I feel like we are setting ourselves up for the next steps, assuming that this goes well. Like we now have some targeted locations again, places to go to sort of move the story forward, and I think that's something we often end up at a point where it's like that's what we're wishing for now is we need a place to go, we need a thing to do, and so I feel like that's really good. I too am excited to see.
This is a 3-act story. I think Eye of the Rose is the end of Act 2. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, and it does make me a little sad that this means that we're entering our 3rd act. That means this story has to end, but all stories kind of have to
all
do.
Good things do.
Yeah, stories that don't end become
like really bad shows on season 7. Yeah. The ratings are good. You guys are fine. Something that I kind of dropped, but I want to make sure the players noted is not only the Veil of the Dead, but also the mention of Vond. That was new.
Yeah, that is. If I want to go back and add a wish, I think I'm very interested to see what's up with the giant because that is very new information.
We've learned about the giant before.
Okay, I
not the name Vond.
No, we didn't have the name, but I think someone did mention the giant.
Well, and Vond is a location.
Oh,
okay.
Yes, that we're not going to.
That it's not the Veil of the Dead.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not near Vond. So
because that's where the brother, where the daughter necromancer guy is. They went to look for it or something. I wasn't at that scene, so I wasn't really thinking about it. I was thinking about how to not die.
So what you picked up in the conversations, and understand that some of this is not conversations we did on screen, right? You had 45 minutes with a guy. Is Vond is somewhere in the mountains in the southeast, and that is where the proto-nexus is, or where he thinks the proto-nexus is, and it's also where he thinks that Zytera is. And that's the source of all of this.
Right? Got it. Okay. That's terrifying.
It should be. Yeah. It should be.
So about that. Last time we fought a demon, she whooped our ass. I bet a dragon's ass.
Some of us more than others.
Now you want to speak to a manager. Jim, did you give wishes? I'm sorry.
I think, one of the things is, of course, to find out how this goes and to see what happens there and all those things. But I'm excited to see how our second act wraps up and how our third act starts and proceeds. Yeah.
Just like every one of these episodes, it literally could be the last episode next time, which is something that I like about this game. And something that has been ringing in my ears. I can't remember who said it last episode or the one before that. It is pretty crazy that we have only lost one character.
Yeah.
Which, knock on wood, because we've had a lot of close calls, but that's pretty nutty. All right, last but not least, Dave, thoughts, stars.
I really like the Sten scene. I thought it was very Sten and Vasella. Like, I enjoyed that a lot. I also had a moment where I wasn't trying to like think on my feet and not get dead, which is nice. So like that
Sten is your break.
Well, it's just like we knew where we were, right? Like I felt it was the first time in the session I felt like there was like an A path and a B path, and whatever was going to happen, what Craig was going to describe would then dictate clear next actions in like in the pathing, right? Either we go for the performance because we get the bag, she's on board, or we don't get the bag, she's not on board, and we start murdering and try to get out, right? And so I did have to make choices. I did have to. It was like these are paths.
Yeah, and to be clear, for those that have read Raven's Purge, you know that knowingly or unknowingly, Vasilla played into the wants and desires of the Empress, right? It's why I didn't need a role from Vasilla, is that the Empress wants to be rid of this stone. She is sympathetic to somebody who is going to potentially stop Zytera. So, like I said, knowingly or unknowingly, you played right into her. That's why I think she's in.
Right. Yeah, and I did a couple of missteps where I made her a little more suspicious than necessary, but also, yeah, that's right. Got to where we needed to go.
Yeah.
For my desires in the future, well, we want to see what happens. I would really like to put these prisoners out of their suffering. Like, it's a small thing in the scope of the story, and I'm sure that there'll be more prisoners to torture or orcs to split in half or whatever terrible shit these people do. But I would like to put the lovers out of their misery.
I'm glad you caught that, Dave, because I didn't want to get into it too much. Torture's a veil for me in games, but I did want to make clear the brutality of what is happening here. So I'm glad that you caught that and that it resonated, because that was important to me. I wanted that place to be proof of what is happening here. So I'm glad you caught that. That makes me happy.
Yeah. It makes it scarier too. Like the whole the role, like I guess I'm the closest to Vasi at the table, right? And it's like I told my wife before this, I'm like, well, my character might die today, so that'll be worst outcome, but it's possible, right? So it's it really kind of drove home like well, I now have two plans: win the role, play the flute, and hope it's magic gets me out of it. Those are my two.
Yeah.
That's like.
Well, it's funny because
I asked for my bag back.
Yeah, I forgot about the flute. Which is awesome. So you have. I did not think you had a plan B. You actually do have a plan B, which makes me feel better.
I don't know if the magic in it gets me through, but that's my plan.
Yeah, it's the flute, just like every freaking artifact, is double-edged, right? It's
right. And all you have to do is not stop so that everybody wants to take the flute from you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's not a great plan, but compared to plan A fail, if plan A fails,
it's the best you got at that point.
Yeah. Magic Untouchable Flute is a pretty solid plan B.
Right, there's a devil to pay for that, I guess. But
at least get your friends back to you.
Right.
Well, and it's nice to be playing it not in front of your friends. We saw how that went. All right, that's beautiful. All right, so coming up before Christmas, we've got Scream of the Children, second episode of Cthulhu Dark on Sunday. I love Cthulhu Dark. I think this is a really special group, and I think it's a very special story, and they're doing things with it. This is the third or fourth time I've run it, and I love the direction that this cast is going with it. After Christmas, before New Year's, we've got several games, a couple new games. One in particular that I think everybody wants to just mark on their calendar. There's a game called The Facility that I'm running. It's based off of a zine, and it's using RP's Breathless system, which is a mechanically extremely interesting game. I think we will know later how influential the Breathless system is. There's a reason I think that it's kind of catching, and you're seeing more and more people using the SRD to make it. I'm very anxious to put that through its tasks, doing essentially a effed up dungeon crawl with it. So that's coming up, and then we're also going to do Unland using liminal horror between Christmas and New Year's. It is a scenario I've run in Call of Cthulhu. Jim, you played it at camping, right? This is the carnival.
Oh,
The
yeah.
amusement park. Remember
Oh, yeah,
the
we did
amusement
play
park?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you played it too. Yeah. So I'm going to run it in liminal horror, which I think is a better system for this game. We're going to do that back to back Sunday and Monday between Christmas and New Year's. Love you, mean it. Make sure you follow everything. I think we are back. Are we back in 2 weeks, or are we taking a 4 weeks?
That's
New Year's
New Year's
Day.
Day. So
Yes.
no.
So yeah,
believe we
we'll
had
skip
said
that.
no.
So we'll see everybody in 4 weeks.
Bye.
Howdy friends, thank you for watching. All our content is archived and organized in playlists on the Third Floor Wars YouTube channel. Check it out. And if you could like, follow, subscribe, and even set your notifications to this channel on YouTube and Twitch, we'd appreciate it, and it'll make sure that you catch all of our content. I talk with creators, designers, and experts across the gaming landscape in every episode of our podcast, Tabletop Talk. Open up your favorite podcatcher and search for Tabletop Talk from Third Floor Wars. Support your creators. They make the content you love, and it's your support that makes it happen. If you want to help us, go to Third Floor Wars on patreon.com, and you can help us for as little as $1 a month. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Take care.